सो वेलकम टु सहारा इन्टरनेसनल फर्टिलिटी सेन्टरको अर्को पनि एउटा नयाँ एपिसोडमा। आजको यस एपिसोडमा चाहिँ हामीले सहारा इन्टरनेसनल फर्टिलिटी सेन्टरमा गर्न सुरु गरेको लगभग 1-2 हप्ता भयो हैन। यो पिजिटी टेस्ट भन्ने चाहिँ हामीले यहाँ सुरु गरेका छौँ। अनि आज हामीसँग हुनुहुन्छ हाम्रो जसवाल सिंह।
नमस्ते।
अनि उहाँ चाहिँ हाम्रो एम्ब्रोलोजिस्ट हुनुहुन्छ। अनि यो जुन पिजिटी टेस्ट चाहिँ उहाँ आफैले गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ। भनेपछि यो पिजिटी टेस्ट चाहिँ केका लागि गरिन्छ अनि कसरी गरिन्छ, कसका लागि गरिन्छ भन्ने कुराहरू आज यस एपिसोडमा हामी कुरा गर्दैछौँ। लेट्स स्टार्ट। पिजिटी टेस्ट भनेको चाहिँ खासमा पहिला के हो अब यो बुझ्न पर्यो। अनि यो कसरी सुरु भएको हो, किन चाहिँ गरिन्छ यसलाई?
यस्तो हो कि PGT stand for Pre-implantation Genetic Testing. Okay. So in this test, what we do, there are two type of these are PGT tests. First is invasive and the second is non-invasive. So basically, most in the world, mostly they are doing all centers are doing invasive. Some of them are doing in non-invasive. No invasive के हुन्छ त्यसमा? Invasive मा चाहिए we took a little part of embryo to do a test, to do a genetic test through biopsy. And non-invasive में चाहिए हुन्छ कि we used only media. We put embryos in that media. We use that media to do genetic test.
Yeah.
I will tell later how we do and how will. What is PGT test? PGT is a pre-implantation genetic testing to identify, to find out any genetic problem, any genetic abnormality, any chromosome abnormalities in embryo before implanting in uterus. This is advanced test. Not I think in Nepal there are few centers that they are doing PGT testing. So PGT is basically 3 type of PGT. That's a PGT-A, that stands for aneuploid. PGT-M, that's for monogenic disease. And one is PGT-SR, that's a structural rearrangement. The most common test we are doing is PGT-A. PGT-A stands for aneuploid. Aneuploid ma ke huncha ke I will explain one by one.
Okay.
So about 90% we are doing PGT-A aneuploid. We have a 23 pair of chromosomes. And in aneuploid test in PGT-A, we have to find out whether there is any extra pair of chromosomes in that pairs of chromosomes. Like as you have seen, a lot of child have Down syndrome, lot of have Edward syndromes. So that's because of the extra pair of chromosomes is there. So that leads to a genetic defect in a baby. So what we have to find out in that aneuploid, in a test of aneuploid. This is why we are doing that, to find out is there any extra pair of chromosomes in that 23 pair of chromosomes. If we find out any chromosomal abnormalities,
ट्रान्सप्लान्ट गर्नुभन्दा अगाडि नै हामीलाई चाहिँ त्यो सबै कुरा चाहिँ बच्चामा के डिफेक्ट हुन्छ कि हुँदैन भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ पहिला नै थाहा हुने।
थाहा हुन्न कि हमें थाहा. This is how we have to find out before implantation, because after that if we are not able to find it, the patient will suffer, the child will suffer in the future. That will be very difficult for the child and parents too. So this test helps to identify, to find out any abnormality in embryo.
So भने पछाडि IVF गरिसके पछाडि यो चाहिँ टेस्ट ट्युब बेबी बच्चाहरू चाहिँ अलिकति एब्नर्मल हुन्छ कि भन्ने डर चाहिँ अब चाहिँ हुँदैन।
Oh yes. And in what cases we are doing, that's the also important part.
कति बेला
in what cases we are doing PGT? No,
सबैलाई त गरिदैन।
PGT no PGT not for everyone.
कस्तो मान्छेलाई गरिन्छ
इसमें चाहिए I will tell you the criteria. The first criteria is if the patient is advanced age, 35 plus. The woman is 35 plus, and she wants she want to become a biological mother. So she is 35 plus. So after 35 plus, there is a higher chances that there will be any abnormality in embryos in a child. So first we have to find out in that cases The other thing is that implantation failure. Like the patient, the couple, they have been under IVF. It's been 2 cycles, 3 cycles. That they are not able to implant. So what the reason? They have been through all the tests. They have done ERA, they have done DFI, they have done all they can do and in anything. But the last test is PGTA. So there might be any problem in an embryo. So that's why it's not implanting. So in that case we do PGTA. Yes. In that cases, there are a lot of patients with come like we have multiple miscarriages. What the reason? That might be the reason.
त्यसलाई चाहिँ पहिला एम्ब्रियोमै
टेस्ट गर्नु पर्यो,
टेस्ट गरेर हेर्न सकियो वेदर इफ त्यो बच्चा चाहिँ हुर्किन्छ या हुर्किँदैन या त्यो चाहिँ हेल्दी हुन्छ या
हुन्न. दिस इज वाट. सो इफ वी डू टेस्ट देयर काइन्ड अफ फर एक्जाम्पल वी हैव 4 embryos. The patient have self 4 embryos. We separately take a small part of that embryo. We'll send it to genetic lab. They will run a test. We'll freeze that separately. The embryo will separate on a separate cryolock. There is a device where we used to freeze that embryo. So the report came from that 4 embryos. 2 was aneuploid, 1 was mosaic, and 1 was euploid. Euploid is a normal, totally normal. The mosaic we also use that. What is mosaicism? That's we find a
तीनटै टर्म के हो भन्दिनु.
I will tell. Euploid means a normal embryo. There is no any problem with the embryo. We can transfer it.
Okay.
The second one is mosaic. Mosaic means we found the genetic test lab found 2 DNA in a single embryo. Okay, different DNA. So that's called a mosaic embryo. So we can also use that. There is no issue with that. But the aneuploid accurately tell us that there is some extra chromosome in that pair. In a number of 13 pair of chromosome, there is 3 chromosomes over there. There is on location of 19 there is a problem. So we cannot use that embryo. We cannot transfer that embryo, which are aneuploid. We can use euploid embryos. So that's a normal embryos. And this is all about do you have any question, any query?
अनि जस्ट लाइक तपाईँले अहिले भर्खर के भन्नुभयो भने एम्ब्रियोको एउटा सानो टुक्रा काटेर नै त्यसैको चाहिँ जेनेटिक टेस्ट गर्ने हो या पिजिटी टेस्ट गर्ने हो भन्नुभयो नि त. एन्ड देन त्यो काटेको टुक्राले अझै फेरि त्यो एम्ब्रियो चाहिँ फेरि अलिकति क्वालिटीमा केही तलमाथि हुन्छ कि भन्ने कुराको चाहिँ डाउटफुल चाहिँ हुन्छ नि कि हुँदैन.
यस्तो हो कि about 99% embryo survive. There is no issue with that. But the one like protocol is changed, little changed. The freezing protocol is changed for the biopsied embryos. Basically we are doing it take only 15 minutes for the embryos to freeze. But when we expose that cells, we are exposing that. We are exposing that cell because we are cutting that layer, we are taking that part out. The cells are exposed. That freezing time reduced to half. That's the only I think we change the protocols during vitrification, and all embryos are survived. No issue with that.
त्यो काटेको भागले चाहिँ केही पनि असर चाहिँ गर्दैन.
No.
यो किसिमको फेरि मिथ हुनसक्छ नि त बजारमा मान्छेलाई फेरि अन्त नि हाम्रो त एम्ब्रियो नै त्यो बच्चाको चाहिँ सुरुवाती फेजमै पहिल्यै टेस्ट गर्नको लागि दाग साग बस्ने दुनियाँ उस नि हुन्छ नि त्यो.
I'm giving you an example. Like for any person, A person, B person, they are going on a bike. They have a little accident.
Okay.
They got injured. That injury will what happen? Recover. That's the same with the embryo.
The embryo man त्यस्तै recover.
Yes. They recover itself.
भने स्कार्स त देखिन्छ नि त फेरि.
No, not in every case. Nothing is good. The part that we are taking, it will not come in baby because we are taking it from placenta. That will make a placenta. We are not taking that cell which make a baby. If we are taking that cells from the baby, that will cause problem.
एम्ब्रियो र बेबीमा कतिको डिफ्रेन्स छ खास के हो यो एम्ब्रियो भनेको के हो अनि बेबी भनेको चाहिँ के त अब हामीले चाहिँ बच्चा नै ट्रान्सप्लान्ट गर्ने भनिन्छ पेसेन्टलाई भन्नु पर्दाखेरि तर हामीले चाहिँ एम्ब्रियोलाई चाहिँ ट्रान्सप्लान्ट गरिन्छ नि त अनि पेसेन्टहरूले चाहिँ के भन्नुहुन्छ भने बच्चा ट्रान्सप्लान्ट गर्ने युटेरसमा या उसमा भन्ने चाहिँ एउटा किसिमको उस तर त्यो चाहिँ के भन्नुहुन्छ तपाईँ चाहिँ एम्ब्रियो हो खासमा त्यो होइन एम्ब्रियो एन्ड बच्चामा चाहिँ कतिको डिफ्रेन्स के हुन्छ त्यो प्रोसेस चाहिँ बच्चा हुन पुग्नको लागि चाहिँ कति समय लाग्छ के हुन्छ त्यो बिचको प्रोसेसहरू चाहिँ भनिदिनु पऱ्यो
It's okay, we can call a baby two embryos because it is in early stage. Early stage, how the life create, how it will move step by step. The embryo is a stage, like it's a 5-day baby, day 5 baby.
Fertilize भएको
5 दिनमा कस्तो हुन्छ the kind of there are like I'm telling you on a day 5 blast. There are two important things in that blastocyst. One is ICM, one is trophectoderm. ICM is in inner cell mass. The second is trophectoderm. Trophectoderm make a placenta. ICM make a baby. After implantation, there is a embryogenesis. Starting of embryogenesis. Embryogenesis is the making of a baby in a uterus.
त्यो लगेर चाहिँ उसमा ट्रान्सप्लान्ट गरिसके पछाडि बल्ल त्यो एम्ब्रियो चाहिँ
बढ्दै बेबीमा इट विल कन्भर्ट इन्टु बेबी एन्ड स्लोली ग्रो फर्स्ट द कार्डियक एक्टिभिटिज केम हियर आफ्टर 6 वीक अफ इम्प्लान्टेसन
हार्टबिट आइसके पछाडि बल्ल त्यो चाहिँ ओके बेबी भन्ने त्यो भन्दा
द लाइफ इट इज अ लाइफ डे 5 इज आल्सो
लाइफ स्टार्ट हुने त मदरको चाहिँ उसमै हो नि त तर पेसेन्टले चाहिँ के बुझ्नुहुन्छ भने life starts from our lab.
Basically, we can say it that we create a life. We create a life in a lab.
तर जबसम्म हार्टै छैन त्यो एम्ब्रियोमा उसले त्यो हार्टबिट नै छैन भने
यस्तो के एम्ब्रियो छैन दिन हाउ द हार्ट लाइफ विल कम
एउटा यस्तो क्रिएटर जसको चाहिँ हार्ट नै छैन भने अनि त्यो चाहिँ
we cannot create a cardiac activity in a lab. We cannot create that's little cardiac activity. That's a nature. We cannot do it in a lab.
यो आर्टिफिशियल होइन.
It's not artificial. It's a cycle. We are doing that cycle which like should be done in a natural. We are doing it in a lab for 5 days. For first 5 days of.
यसरी चाहिँ आइभीएफ गरेर अनि त्यस पछाडि बनाएको बच्चाहरूमा चाहिँ एबनर्मल हुन्छ कि भन्ने डरले चाहिँ धेरै पेसेन्टहरूले चाहिँ आइभीएफ चाहिँ नगरौँमा भन्नेमा चाहिँ डिसिजनमा पुग्नुहुन्छ होइन यहाँनिर हाम्रो पेसेन्ट आफ्नै पेसेन्टको कुरा गरौँ सहारा इन्टरनेसनल फर्टिलिटी सेन्टरमै 10जना मध्ये 6जना जस्तो पेसेन्टले चाहिँ आइभीएफ नगरौँ नेचुरल नै गर्न पाए हुन्थ्यो भन्ने कुरा गर्नुहुन्छ क्या यो किन हुन्छ यस्तो भन्दाखेरि उनीहरूलाई डर हुन्छ के यो चाहिँ आर्टिफिसियल्ली बनाएको बेबी हो भन्ने चाहिँ एउटा मेन्टली थट त्यस्तो छ होइन अनि उनीहरूलाई चाहिँ त्यो बच्चा भनेको त नेचुरली हुनुपर्छ नि होइन त्यो त एउटा काइन्ड अफ फर्म अफ लभ या गडले गिफ्ट गरेको चिजको बेबी भयो त हामीले चाहिँ जबरजस्ती त्यसलाई गऱ्यो भने त्यो चाहिँ हाम्रो गिफ्ट भयो त या चाहिँ के हो त होइन त्यो मजा आएन कि उनीहरूलाई त्यो अर्थले चाहिँ उनीहरूले चाहिँ बेबी नगरौँ भन्ने उसमा चाहिँ डिसिजनमा पुग्नुहुन्छ क्या अब यस्तो पेसेन्टलाई चाहिँ हामीले आउट अफ 60% पेसेन्ट भनौँ न अब यो 60% पेसेन्टलाई चाहिँ के गराउन खोजेको छ यो पिजिटी टेस्टले भन्दा तपाईँको पिजिटी टेस्टले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ तपाईँको बच्चा चाहिँ अलरेडी तपाईँले पहिल्यै रिपोर्ट पाउनुहुन्छ कि मैले बर्थ दिन खोजेको बेबीलाई चाहिँ हेल्दी हुन्छ कि हुँदैन अनि त्यस पछाडि उसमा चाहिँ बाई बर्थ केही चाहिँ डिफेक्ट्सहरू हुन्छ कि हुँदैन जस्तै त्यसमा चाहिँ अब कोहीलाई हुन्छ नि त्यो आँखा नदेख्ने प्रब्लम अनि त्यस पछाडि यो अर्को के भन्छ अरे त्यो अटिजमको अनि त्यस पछाडि या भनौँ न यो के अरे मृगौला नै एउटा मात्र हुने टाइपको या केही न केही बडीमा डिफेक्ट हुने टाइपको चाहिँ यो चाहिँ पहिला नै डिटेक्ट गर्न मिल्छ
यस्तो के I have firstly I have told you that the PGT is kind of 3 type. One is A, one is M, one is SR. So like if the patient is come in our center, they have some genetic problem in their heredity. In their family
में already कोई autism वाला छ, कसैको चाहिँ आँखा कमजोर छ.
So in that case we do PGTM.
के हो त्यो भने फेरि?
It's a monogenic disease. Monogenic, there is specific kind of disease in a family. We have to find out that disease in that embryo. Is there any problem in that embryo? Like for example,
त्यो family heredity-हरु चाहिँ carry गरेको छ कि छैन भन्ने कुराहरु चाहिँ हेर्न सकियो पहिले.
Yes. In that case, we can find it easily. In any specific problem is there in a family. In that case, we do PGTM. We have to then we can easily get it. Is there any problem?
यो PGTM पनि हुन्थ्यो हुँदैन अब?
हुन्छ.
सहारामै हुन्छ. Okay.
And the third is PGT-SR. That's a structural rearrangement. तो उसमें चाहिए कि हुन्छ, it's a little bit scientific. इसमें चाहिए कि structural rearrangement, how will tell you. Genetic में क्या हुन्छ कि there is a duplication, there is a deletion, there is a dispersion. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 come on the second place. The second go on a fourth place. This is called rearrangement. The genes replace themselves with the other. So in that case, we have to find it. We are doing that test also. But that's a very rare cases. Like thalassemia or kind of the problems which have a very lower chances to get. So as I told you that PGT A4 not for every patient. If the patient thinks that the IVF child will have some problem kind of that, I don't think so. In my career, in my 7-8 year of career, I have never seen
पेशेन्टले सोच्नुहुन्छ भन्नको अर्थ चाहिँ एउटा पेशेन्टलाई चाहिँ म्यानम स्ट्रेस भइराखेको छ, मेरो चाहिँ बच्चा अलिकति एबनर्मल जन्मिन्छ कि भन्ने किसिमको चाहिँ उसलाई चाहिँ त्यो थट्सहरू आइराखेको छ, त्यो भनौँ न स्ट्रेसफुल थट्सहरू. यो स्ट्रेस कम गर्नको लागि चाहिँ हामीले यो उसहरू चाहिँ पिजिटी टेस्टबाट चाहिँ उसको भनौँ न तपाईँको केही प्रब्लम छैन रहेछ या प्रब्लम डिटेक्ट भयो भने पनि हामीले त्यो प्रब्लमलाई चाहिँ सल्भ गरेर यस्तो प्रब्लम सल्भ गरेर हामीले यो एम्ब्रियो चुज गरेर तपाईँको चाहिँ ट्रान्सप्लान्ट गर्ने भयो भनेर दिन सकियो. हो, धेरै राम्रो रहेछ. ल अरू केही छ?